How free spirit Raducanu is thriving without coach. Emma Raducanu has, by her own admission, never been afraid to do things a little bit differently. So it feels on brand. The British number 2 has reached the first WTA 1000 quarter-final of her career without a full-time coach. Raducanu secured her 4th win in a row at the Miami Open by beating American 17th seed Amanda Anisimova on Monday. It is the first time the 22-year-old has strung together that many victories in one tournament since the 2021 US Open, when she sealed a fairy-tale triumph as a teenage qualifier. "I'd say I'm a bit of a free spirit, so I don't need restrictions or being told what to do," Raducanu, ranked 60th in the world, said. "I think when I'm being really authentic, that's when I'm playing my best." As she prepares to play US Open finalist Jessica Pegula in Wednesday's quarter-final, BBC Sport analyses how Raducanu is thriving without a full-time coach. Whether it has been winning a Grand Slam title as an unknown rookie, employing a carousel of coaches, or tailoring her schedule outside of the accepted norm, Raducanu regularly does what she thinks is right for her. That doesn't always work out for the best, but she continues to stay true to her convictions. Ending a short-lived partnership with Slovakian coach Vladimir Platnik on the eve of this tournament was another decision which was initially met by surprise. But her run on the hard courts in Miami, a faster surface which suits her style, suggests the move has paid off. Raducanu has played with a freedom and confidence only seen sporadically since her stunning US Open success. "I feel when I am boxed into a regimented way, then I am not able to express myself in the same way," Raducanu told Sky Sports. In Florida, she has been guided by Mark Petchey, a well-known figure in British tennis circles who worked with her as a teenager. Petchey, who used to coach Andy Murray in his salad days on the ATP Tour, has been giving pointers on the practice courts and offering coaching advice from Raducanu's box. Petchey has been working alongside Raducanu's longtime ally Jane O'Donoghue and fitness trainer Yutaka Nakamura. What Raducanu describes as a different approach has brought an emphasis on having fun at the right times, with shorter, less intense practice and warm-up sessions. "This week has been a great eye-opener to just when I'm happy and expressive and myself," Raducanu said. "Having people that I've known for a very long time, since before the US Open, is the most valuable thing for this week at least." Does she need a full-time coach? Raducanu's chopping and changing of coaches has been well documented, and the reasons behind their departures have varied. In 2023, after splitting with a 5th coach in 2 years, Raducanu believed her provoking and challenging questions went some way to explaining the high turnover. When she came back from wrist and ankle surgeries in 2024, the Briton turned to a trusted figure in childhood coach Nick Cavaday. He provided stability and a solid sounding board, but the partnership ended in January when he stepped down because of a health issue. Raducanu's father Ian secured the services of Platnik, but her results in Miami without him have left some wondering if she even needs a full-time coach. Examples of players competing for long periods of time without a coach are rare. A recent one is Nick Kyrgios, who reached the 2022 Wimbledon final. Never one to miss an opportunity to be provocative, the controversial Australian responded to Raducanu's run by calling coaches overrated. Raducanu seems committed to finding a new full-time coach, but the availability of suitable candidates is limited with a third of the season gone. Raducanu's representatives describe Petchey balancing the role in Miami with his work as a television commentator as a familiar face who is providing support. It is not clear, though, how long the arrangement will go on for. Former British number 1 Tim Henman, who has advised Raducanu over the years, believes Petchey's involvement makes sense given he knows Emma's game. "It'll be interesting to see how long it lasts for," Henman, who will return to the coaching box at this year's Laver Cup as a vice-captain, said. "Emma has been fairly vocal that she is comfortable switching coaches, and that's her prerogative. I started playing professional tennis at the end of 1992 and finished in 2007. I had 3 coaches. I liked the consistency and continuity of working with a coach for a period of time. It was right for me, but that doesn't mean it is right for Emma." Can Raducanu maintain competitive spirit? Questions have regularly been raised about Raducanu's resilience, given the amount of injuries and issues she has dealt with since her US Open win. This season has also been challenging. A back injury disrupted her preseason before a traumatic stalking experience in Dubai and then Cavaday's exit. The gritty manner in which she beat world number 10 Emma Navarro in the Miami second round answered some of the skeptics. She also showed steel to swat aside third-round opponent McCartney Kessler and Anisimova, who were both hampered physically. Raducanu feels she has rediscovered her competitive spirit, conceding, "I think that's been missing in the last few months and even few years at times." Whatever she goes on to achieve in Florida, the next challenge is sustaining her level over a longer period, something she has so far been unable to do. Henman points to Raducanu playing more tournaments even though she lost 6 of 9 matches before the Miami Open as a reason behind her improved durability. Raducanu has played 7 events this year, more than she ever has in the opening 3 months of the season. After Miami, she will move back inside the world's top 50 for the first time since August 2022. "It is easy to look at the results, but I would look more at the journey of tournament play. That's a big, big positive," said Henman. "There is no doubt in my mind she's a great player and should be back knocking on the door of the top 30, seated at slams in the top 20 if she stays healthy."